Yes, the dishwasher is on, but the dishwasher is like always on. All right, it's project day at Hill Creek. We got another rabbit hutch project. It is a crappy, rainy, overcast day here at Hill Creek, but I'm excited because anytime I get to use power tools, it's a good day. All right, so the first rabbit video that we posted, or the first hutch video that we posted, it showed the wooden wire cage that we built, or the hutch that we built. And that hutch is a beast, it's a tank. We're not getting rid of it, we're going to keep using it. But it's already showing, after about a year and almost a half, it's already showing the classic signs of wood hutch disease. What I mean by that is rabbits like to chew anything they can get their teeth on. And there are parts in the hutch where you can see that the rabbits have slowly over a year destroyed the thing. Like any wooden surface that's in the hutch, the rabbits chew on, right?
Especially the dividers between. There's several times when they chewed a hole big enough that they sneak through and visit their neighbor.
Yeah, that's a good point. And like those beautiful door frames, well, I think they're beautiful. Those doors that I built using the pocket hole jig, it's at the perfect height, so when they lay down, they can just sort of like buzzsaw through that door. And they chewed it in such a way that it's already down. You can see some of the pocket hole screws, which kind of sucks.
As the wood also dried, it popped out some of the staples.
Yeah.
So we've had to watch for buddies pushing on the wire.
As wood dries, it changes, it warps, it shrinks, but it also expands in the moisture. And that's the other problem that we have with the wooden hutch. The wood absorbs moisture, so it's showing that natural weathering process after a year and a half. But also, if the hutch doesn't shed droppings and urine perfectly, that urine gets trapped in the wood, and that can lead to some bad problems for the rabbits if it's left untreated. The urine kind of stays there, it seeps into the wood, and bacteria and pests can be attracted to that. Which is why, as our rabbit program is expanding, we are building another hutch. We're on a 1 acre homestead program here, and so everything that we do has to be designed in such a way that it produces as much of a resource as possible in as small a footprint as possible. And so this rabbit hutch works on a 18 square foot area. It's got 4 cages, and it's designed to work in a rotation where you have either one buck and doe A with 2 grow-out cages, or you have one buck, doe A, and doe B, and as long as you stagger the breeding cycle correctly, as one grow-out cage is ready to be processed, the next weaned group of rabbits is ready to move into that particular grow-out cage. We're going to show you the whole process from this. We'll show you the paper napkin sketch, the detailed plans, the materials, the tools, the building process, and then we'll also show you how much the thing costs. All right, so here are the tools we're going to be using for this project. We got a drill, we got an impact driver, we've got all kinds of fasteners, we got 2.5-inch deck screws. I'm using deck screws because it's what I got at home. We've got some L brackets to support the cage racks. We've got the connectors for our tin roof, safety glasses, measuring tape, square, and a cutoff wheel. For my saw, I'm going to be using a miter saw, but you could use any saw that you got.
Time to cut some pieces. It'll be my job to get this straight.
Yeah, Andrea's cutting our 31-inch cross pieces for the cage beds. We also cut the lengths. These are 76-inch lengths, and now we have to connect it all together into just your basic rectangle. One of the problems we had with our wooden wire hutch, or our wooden cage wire hutch, was that urine built up on some of the wood. So the idea here is I don't want the cage to be resting or I don't want the corners of the cage to be resting on wood if I can help it, because generally speaking rabbits kind of like to choose a corner of their cage and use that as their bathroom. These are those 31-inch boards that Andrea just cut. I'm just going to find where I marked the center of the board, pop them in, and then whatever fasteners you got. If you got screws, use screws. If you got hammers, use hammers. Use whatever you can find. You know what I'm saying? The cage,
Will they all fit?
They all fit. They all fit. This one's a little bit loose, but that's okay.
Oh.
The screws will bring it all together. Drive it home. That's it. These are the cage bases, the beds that the cage are going to slide in on. All right, I'm using the sewer cap here, but it's funny how this sewer lid has become like or not this sewer lid, but the septic lid has become like part of the build process over the different projects. These are our posts. We've got the front posts over here, we've got the rear posts over here. All I did is I looked at the plan, right, and I marked out where everything's going to go. I measured and marked, so it's going to be super easy once everything's built to just connect it to the posts. This is going to save a lot of stress and headaches down the line. It's all coming together pretty quick now. We'll put the other posts on in the back and stand it up and show it to you. This reminds me of like a bunk bed. You know what I mean? That's pretty wild. Well, I guess it kind of is a bunk bed, but for rabbits. Here we go. All right, I'm inside where we have the other roof cross braces now to put on. Andrea was the chop boss. Check this out. We have those spots measured down the board, but it has to fit right into this marked pocket. Let's see how it did, or how she did. Whoa, way to go, Andrea. Way to go. Look at that. We've got those marked parts. So now the ultimate test. Your first board was awesome. It fit right into the gap.
Yes.
Second board test.
Oh.
Put it on the marking. That's pretty good. Here, hold on. Check this out. Look at that. That's pretty good. We've got that other blocking right here to help with the load of the roof. Kind of gotta tap it down in place. Snug as a bug. Yeah, these L brackets are supposed to help support the base. I mean, like I said before, I'm not sure they're needed, and this might be a place where you can save some money, but I'm just tying the L brackets to the cage bed. I take back my previous statement about these L brackets. After putting the L brackets on, it feels much more secure and stable, especially since I don't have 3-inch screws. I'm not using 3-inch exterior screws. I just had 2.5-inch screws. So now it's just a matter of standing her up. See what we got. Oh. I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. I've got my safety goggles on. This is just really loud and obnoxious, and it throws a whole bunch of sparks. I measured and marked a 40-inch panel. I have 2x4s underneath this so my cutoff wheel doesn't go into the dirt. Now we just gotta sort of get the job done. Slide it in there. Boom. Okay, so it's the time to attach our roofing.
Before you do that, you want to lay it all out. You want to make sure that it's all evenly spaced and that you have the overhang that you want. I was shooting for 3 inches of overhang. I'm using the same fasteners that I did on the chicken coop for this here project. I have some extras left over. I'm hoping that they see me through at least one line so I can get this buckled down before I have to go to the store and buy another batch. I guess it's egg time. That was too hard. There you go. Now the other ones, since this is the first row and it's on the end channel, you throw it down in the little valley here, right here. But in the other ones, you want to be making sure that the screw is on the top of the ridge. That way, like if any kind of debris or any kind of water gets dammed up here, it could cause some problems. And we're attached. Now we just go down the line.
Yeah. All right. This is the rabbit hallway, I guess you want to call it.
Those?
The rabbit condos.
No.
Yeah. These are the feed bins. So you can just, when it's chore time, we'll be able to just kind of come back here, get the feed, and go down the hallway.
Hi, buddies.
Snug fit,
Hi.
but it fits.
Hello. Look at him. Here we go. Ooh, that one. That one's smoother.
We got both of these cages slid into their condos. They can move around a little bit now easily. So I'll knuckle them down or I'll buckle them down, and should be pretty fun. Best friends? Best friends? Starburst.
Wait, which one's a kid?
Look at Gallagher on the other side, Ella. There's babies in there. Oh, they're behind the mama. She's protecting them right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, mother 6.
I'm gonna get them some water.
I count 7, but okay.
Here's a breakdown of what the costs are in building this hutch. Keep in mind that this cost does not include other items that will be mentioned later. If you're buying everything from scratch, all of the wood, roofing, and fasteners, you can expect to pay around $250 on the hutch rack. The hutch rack is designed around the Demore 36x30 rabbit cage, which is on sale now. You can pick up 4 of these from Tractor Supply for about $145 if you do in-store pickup to save on shipping costs. This brings your total costs for this project to $395. Something to keep in mind is that these costs do not include whatever feeders, water bottles, shelter boxes, cage enrichment, and feed costs that will be associated with whatever rabbit system you're starting or rabbit system you're currently working with. I did my best to draw out some plans if you'd like to build this hutch. The only difference between the one I built and the one in the plans is there's an extra inch gap in each cage bay. The tolerance of the cage dimensions isn't always as precise as you'd like, so that extra inch per cage that are in the plans should give you plenty of wiggle room. Thanks for watching this video.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, but most of all,
We hope you enjoyed watching this video and will keep stopping by
where we'll build
Flow and adventure
Together at...
Hi, honey. Okay. Oh, no worries. This guy wants to explore. Looking very nicely. No, don't squeeze him like that. Dad. Don't squeeze him. Don't squeeze him. It's okay.
Well, it's not a parrot. So-
What? What is he
It's
doing?
resting on your shoulder.
It wants to rest on your shoulder.
Yeah.
No.
It was searching for a stable. It was searching for a stable area.
Ah, he's just like my hair. Oh, don't go away.
He wants to burst.